Emotionally distant wife. For over a month at this point, my wife has been emotionally numb and extremely distant. For context, I am 21M and she is 20F. We did get very young, but we've been together for 5 years and made it clear that we were dating to marry, and we have been inseparable. We have been through a lot together. I have always supported her through her family issues and been as emotionally available to her as possible. We've even been living together for 2 or 3 years, and up to this point have shared everything together. In this past year, we have gone through 2 miscarriages which have been hard on us, obviously. After the first one, we both talked and decided that we felt we would be emotionally prepared if another were to happen again, and we stopped preventing pregnancy from happening. After the second, she took it far worse than before. She emotionally shut down due to passing at this time being a far worse experience and a combination of her past unresolved trauma coming flooding back to her. For over a month, she's been emotionally unavailable. She's been distant, and the thought of any physical touch or affection is enough to give her the ick. She has made it very clear that despite all of this, she does still have love for me. However, it is hard for her to show that back because of her emotional numbness. Through my work's EAP, I have successfully gotten her to try therapy, and since then she has had 4 appointments. The big issue here is that in our apartment she feels that she cannot make any progress. Every time she looks around, she gets reminded of all the trauma and memories of the pregnancy. The bathroom is the worst of it all since that is where we lost both babies. She has horrible nightmares reliving it happening, and she feels incredibly guilty for how she's making me feel by not being how she used to with me or showing affection. We were able to have her stay with her aunt for a week without me so she can have her space and be in a new environment, and she said she did make lots of progress but couldn't stay there longer than we had already set up. The miscarriages were hard on me. However, since I was not the one carrying or had to pass the babies, I understand that it's infinitely harder for her. Especially adding into her unresolved past trauma, it just kind of resulted in her reaching a breaking point and shutting down. But more than anything, what is hurting me most is feeling like I am losing my wife. I know she will heal in time, and I have made every effort to be supportive, doing her favorite things, watching her favorite movies, planning dates. I took a whole week off during our anniversary just to give her the most special days I could and make her feel happy even for just a moment. I cannot understate how committed I am to her, and it's breaking my heart that she is considering leaving to work through these things on her own. I have been nothing but understanding, patient, supportive, and I made sure she knows I love her unconditionally. If she loves me too, I can't understand why she's not willing to let me be by her side and be her biggest supporter. She has not 100% decided to divorce. We are currently trying to figure out a separate place for her to stay for a while to try and heal, probably her aunt's again since she's offered. Our lease ends this month, and I have offered countless times that we can find a new apartment or place to go together, but she says she needs her space to heal, which I support. But it sucks. If she does not make more progress away from me, she said we might divorce. But we are both hopeful that she will heal enough for herself to be able to focus on us, so this is kind of our last measure. I feel like, and she has told me I've done everything right. I've helped her through so much during our relationship, and I have given her so much of my heart, and this is killing me. The love I married to only just a year ago feels so distant and hurt, and more than anything I just want her to get better, but I can't understand how she thinks she can't do that with me. Despite how much her distance has affected me, I've communicated to her that no matter what, I will be there for her, and I love her unconditionally. I hate sleeping alone at night while she's in the guest room. I miss the little things she used to do for me to make me feel better. I miss the hugs, the cuddles. I miss staying up late watching movies or playing video games with her. She has an online group of friends she's really gotten comfortable with, and I love that for her, but every night I see her closing her door and sounding happier. And I've told her I notice this, and she said it just gives her an escape to not think about things, and that's all she can do with me. I feel like I'm running out of options and time. Her family is even telling her not to end things with me since I've been so good to her, and we've been through so much, but she's still like this. I understand that she has to be selfish and improve for herself first before we can go back to how we were. I just wish she wasn't so dead set on doing this on her own. I know I can't fix her, but I can promise her to always be there for her. I just want her to let me. So yeah, I'm not doing that great. I feel incredibly lonely and dread the thought of coming home and thinking she may never come back once she's able to stay at her aunt's. She's always been there for me whenever I'm sad or down, and the fact that she isn't for me now when I feel like I need her most end me. Not only did I lose 2 babies, but now I might lose her and our future we've been planning and building together. What can I do now that I haven't already done? I don't plan on giving up yet, and I'm going to be there for her no matter what. I need her to get better, and